$190 billion remaining. A day of reckoning in September. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to give you an update on an urgent situation that is transpiring right here in the United States, where they are now suggesting only $190 billion remains, and this is likely going to lead to a massive day of reckoning, which will likely hit in September. Now, this is a follow-up to another video that I had out a few weeks ago, where the situation has transpired very quickly, and we are now in a very dire predicament as of right now. I want to bring you the updates because things have changed rapidly here over the last couple months and just in the last few weeks. Therefore, let's get into it and talk about what's going on and what we can expect in September. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can by keeping you updated with very urgent situations just like this, as well as any other updates coming out right now, including all the changes coming out of lawmakers, the new bills packages, proposals, announcements out of the administration. A lot of things are changing right now, and we are in the time of year right now where we are in a crunch between now and the end of the year. A lot of things will be happening. Trillions of dollars on the table. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. I'm here for you every single day, no matter what. I truly want to help you out as much as I can. Hit that big old button right down below the video if you haven't done so, and let's get into it and talk about the day of reckoning, the dire situation that is playing out. Only $190 billion remaining. All right, so this is very interesting. This has changed a lot as of recently. All right, so really quickly here, let me explain the video that I had out a few weeks ago and talk about where we've gone from that video and that update until right now as to where we are right now and what they can expect in September. Now, to be fair, I'm filming this video in about mid-August right now. So we have about, 2 weeks left of August, and then we're going to be in September, okay? That's what we got to watch here. There's a lot of stuff going on. All right, so I was out in a video, maybe 3 weeks ago or so. I don't know exactly when I posted the video. It was about 3 weeks or so ago. But here's what happened. Back in August of 2021, so like 2 years ago, Americans had $2.1 trillion in savings, okay? That was 2 years ago. Here we are, August of 2023. As of the video that I had out a few weeks ago, they said in the spring of this year, so like not that many months ago, right? 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. In the spring of 2023, Americans had $500 billion remaining of savings at that time, okay? So we went from $2.1 trillion in August of 2021 down to $500 billion as of spring 2023. Well, guess what? As of June, so just like 2 months ago or so, we're in August now, right? So like 2 months ago, not even, we went from $500 billion in spring to $190 billion remaining. That's all the money people have left right now. Okay, now I'll talk about that more here in just a second, but let me tell you the big point behind this and why this is so important, okay? Here's the thing. I've said this before in other videos, and I said that a couple weeks ago in that other video when I talked about it. Basically, this is the whole plan. They don't want us to have any money. They don't want us to have any savings, okay? They're trying to get that money out of our hands. They're doing a pretty good job, okay? 2 years ago, $2.1 trillion. Today, $190 billion as of June. So as of right now, we don't even know what it is anymore. It could be $110 billion. It could be who knows what. It's not very much anymore, okay? We are depleting our savings very, 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 very fast right now. Not a good sign, okay? So basically, any money that people had, well, basically most of it's gone. If you have anything left, there's only a little bit left, right? The little crumbs are left at the bottom of the bank account. That's about it for virtually everybody. $190 billion of savings collectively across 334 million people in the United States. That is not that much money, especially when it only takes a handful of people that have quite a big bank balance to really offset those figures a lot. That just simply means there's basically a lot of people out there that have no money right now. So here's what the report went on to show. By the end of September, so like a month and a half from right now, as I record this video, not that far from right now, they suspect this entire $190 billion that was available in June, okay? We don't even know what the number is right now. This was as of June that they said in this report here, okay? The report just came out. But here's the thing. They suspect by the end of September, so like a month and a half, about 6 weeks from right now, give or take a couple days, all that money, that $190 billion, will be completely gone. That's what they're suggesting. All the money, all the savings that American people have will be gone at that point, okay? They suspect that we will have no more savings across the entire United States, collectively across the American people. It's all gone. That's it. So what does that mean? Everybody is living basically paycheck to paycheck at that point, okay? Now, obviously, not every single person across the board is going to have $0, but essentially that's what it's coming down to, okay? This is the sweet spot. This is right where they want us to be. Why? Because now we are reliant on them, okay? Again, when we have a big bank balance, when we have $2.1 trillion of savings like we did in August of 2021, okay, now I get it. That's not everybody, but I'm simply saying collectively the American people had $2.1 trillion. When we have that much money, when people have that much savings, they don't have the authority. I mean, obviously, they always have the authority, but they don't have that much influence anymore. When we don't have that savings anymore, we don't have that cushion, that financial cushion anymore, guess what? Now we are reliant on them. Hey, give us some money, help us out financially, do some things. They can manipulate us a lot more easily, right? Right where they want us. So this is a super weird situation. This is totally messed up, but this is what's going on here. And they suspect not that long from now, about 6 weeks, all that money will be gone, the $190 billion that remains. So this is a dire situation. Now, here's the thing. As we know right now, the economy has already been contracting. I've been talking about this for a while now. For many months now, I've been talking about this. Get ready, everybody. Something big is coming. It's going to be happening. It's going to happen fast when it does, and it's going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly, ugly situation. Now, again, I know I've been seeing that for a while now, but here's the thing. I've been seeing some comments, and, some people recognize like, oh, it takes a very long time. It does. It takes a very long time. But when it happens, it's going to be like a quick rug pull, and it's going to be like, whoa, what happened just right now, right? Somebody pulled the rug out from under us. Yep, exactly. Now we're in free fall, okay? That's what's happening, okay? It takes a very long time for this whole thing to slow down and stop. Think of it this way. This is the analogy I've used before, but just stick with me here. You'll kind of understand this. Think of a train. We can all picture a train, right? Trains scream down the tracks at 60 miles an hour, something like that? I don't know. I'm not a train expert, but I think they scream. They go down the tracks at about 60, give or take a little bit, but about 60 miles per hour. They're pulling about 100 cars, okay? It's a lot of weight. It's a ton of weight. I can't even imagine how much weight that is. When they're screaming down the tracks at 60, can they just pull a lever and be like, all right, we're going to stop in 10 feet? Not happening. Not happening at all, okay? Again, I'm not a train expert, but I've heard from the research that I've done, it takes about a mile for a train going at 60 miles per hour to stop, okay? Go from 60 to stop because of all the weight, the momentum, and things like that. The economy is basically like the same thing, right? The economy is kind of like the train going down the tracks at 60. You can't just pull a lever and say, hey guys, we're going to stop now. Doesn't happen that way. It takes a long distance, a long amount of time to stop the momentum, to slow the momentum, to bring it all down, and to bring that thing to a stop, and then reverse and go the opposite direction. It takes time to get it moving in the opposite direction, but once it's just like that train going at 60, what's going to stop a 60 mile per hour train? Not much. You know what I mean? Not much. You've seen the videos online, right? A semi is stuck on the tracks or something. A train comes by and just obliterates the semi, right? It's just crazy the amount of the force and momentum behind those things. It's kind of the same thing with the economy. Kind of thing when it's screaming on the tracks like that, when it's moving in one trajectory, it takes a long time to slow it. But when it starts moving the opposite direction, look out because it's getting ugly fast, okay? Same situation. When the American people are out of money, it's not going to be good. What does that mean? We're all living on basically paycheck to paycheck at that point, right? A lot of people already are, but that just means the vast majority or virtually everybody. Now, obviously not every single person, but the vast majority of people will be, according to this report here, starting in about October. Now, obviously it's not going to be like, October 1st, hey, look at everybody, we're all out of money. Obviously it's not going to be like that, but it's going to be kind of similar to that. People are going to quickly fizzle out with money. The money will evaporate, it'll be gone, and then we have nothing to lean back on. We've got no reserves, no financial cushion, nothing stuck away in the event of a rainy day. What happens then? Well, now we're reliant on the system. We're reliant on them to help us out in the event something happens. Or we're more reliant on credit cards more than we already are as of right now. Like I've talked about, a couple weeks ago, we got the report that came out showing credit card debt is now $1.03 trillion, okay? A record. We've never had this much credit card debt in the history of the United States. It's crazy. It's a lot of credit card debt, okay? Over $1 trillion of credit card debt. So anyway, this is something we certainly got to watch going forward because when this happens, what's going to happen? When people have literally no more discretionary money out there, as in savings, anything like that, spending slows down significantly. It already has, and it will continue to slow down. When all of that money is gone, when all that so-called discretionary $190 billion of money is gone, it's going to be bad. There's not going to be much more demand for products. Basically, all of the the discretionaries, things like that, the wants, like I've talked about before, the wants, not necessarily the needs or the necessities. The purchases on those things are going to slow down significantly, as in people are going to buy the necessities, and that's about it. Now, obviously, I know that a lot of people are already living in that situation, and that is the reality for a lot of people. It has been for a while now, but this is going to be the reality for like everybody, okay? For a lot of people. In fact, I just read another report that came out a couple days ago. I was reading this a couple days ago. Never talked about it yet, but they've said in those people that earn $100,000 or more, so like a six-figure income, they've said that the recession is already in place for them. So like these people earning six figures, they've already been in a recession because their incomes are not even keeping up with their spending habits, right? Typically, somebody that earns, a good solid six figures probably has a pretty healthy spending habit as well, right? They spend a lot of money. Well, as a result of that, all this inflation is eating their incomes alive, right? So they're having a pretty tough time as well. So pretty interesting stuff that's going on out there, but this is only a matter of weeks away until this money is depleted. And it's not going to be pretty, okay? It's going to be bad stuff. And we've already seen quite a bit of volatility in the stock market and stuff like that as well. A lot of uncertainty going on out there, like I've been talking about for a while now. Now, could I be 100% wrong? Could be, but this is what the reports are now showing, okay? This is a report that's out there. If you want to look it up, by all means, read on it. It's very interesting. I think you'll find it to be interesting and probably a little bit fascinating at the same time to see, wow, they've really kind of stuck it to us here over the last couple of years, raising interest rates. They're literally just siphoning that money right out of us, and they're doing it on purpose because they don't want us to have this money, because this is what they think causes inflation. When the American people have too much money, guess what? Then they say, hey, they have too much money, let's get it away from them, because then they spend too much and they drive up prices. More demand versus supply, prices must go higher. Simple economics. Anyway, yeah, surprising stuff. Like I said, if you'd like to look this up, by all means, just search it online. You'll easily find the article. It's out there. There's plenty of articles talking about this kind of stuff. It's very fascinating, honestly, kind of scary too at the same time. Either way, I will continue watching all this stuff very closely. I wanted to bring you this quick update on this because I had that video out a few weeks ago, and again, 500 billion a few months ago, down to 190 billion now. And in a matter of about 6 weeks, it's going to be around zero. Yeah. Anyway, I'll keep you posted as I get more information. I want to bring this to your attention so you can see what's actually going on out there. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media. And until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Please do not get scared about this. There's nothing to be scared about. But again, there's going to be opportunity. And again, if we fall into a deep recession, as I've been talking about for a while now, for those of you here that have been wondering, are we going to be getting those stimulus check? If we go into another recession, depends how deep it gets, but that's when the gravy starts a-flowing, as in the printing presses of money, okay? Let's keep an eye on that, okay? Very important time. Either way, enjoy your day. I'll catch you again later. Please leave your comments, questions, your feedback down below. And again, I'll catch you again later in the next video. Have a nice day. Subscribe, share the video, go back and check out the other videos here on the channel, and I'll see you again soon.